If you own a home or other property in more than one state, what I'm about to share with you could save your family tens of thousands of dollars and months of legal nightmares. But first, let me ask you this. Do you think you need a separate will for each state where you own assets? Well, the answer might shock you. Hi, I'm Chuck Roulette. I'm an estate, elder law, and asset protection attorney licensed in both Florida and in Minnesota. And for nearly 30 years, I've been helping families with multi state assets avoid costly mistakes. I've been interviewed by USA Today, the Epic Times, CNN, Live Life Large, and other national and local media. And I teach other attorneys and financial professionals around the world about estate planning and asset protection. And today I'm going to reveal why the common sense approach to multi state estate planning could cost your family a fortune. Now, before we begin, if you haven't already, make sure you click the like and subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post new videos like this one. If you have a question, post in the comments below and I may answer it in an upcoming video. And if you stay until the end, I'll share some resources where you can discover more. Here's the truth. You don't need a separate will for each state. One will can handle all of your assets no matter where they're located. But here's the catch, and this is huge. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's smart. Now, let me show you what I mean with a real example. Meet Bob and Susan from Minnetonka. They own their home in Minnesota, a lake cabin in Wisconsin, and a winter condo in Florida. Pretty common for my clients, right? Now, Bob and Susan thought their Minnesota will would handle everything. Well, they're technically right, but here's what actually happened. Their kids had to open probate in Minnesota for their home in Minnetonka, then a separate probate in Wisconsin for the cabin, then another probate in Florida for the condo. 3 different states, 3 different courts, 3 sets of attorney's fees all at the same time. The total cost, $85,000 in legal fees and court costs. The time, nearly 2 years, all while juggling their own busy schedules. And here's the part that really shocked them. Everything became public record. Anyone could look up exactly what they owned, what it was worth, and who got what. But the worst part, well, the entire nightmare was completely avoidable. So here's what savvy estate planners know. Trusts eliminate probate entirely in every state where you own assets. So instead of owning your lake cabin in your name, you own it in your trust's name. When you pass away, there's no probate needed anywhere. Your successor trustee can distribute everything immediately, privately, and without any court involvement. So let's go back to Bob and Susan. If they had used a properly structured trust, Minnesota probate cost, 0. Wisconsin probate cost, 0. Florida probate cost, 0. Time to distribute assets, 30 to 90 days instead of 2 years. Privacy, completely private. Total savings, 85 grand. And here's something most people don't know. Probate costs typically run 3 to 7% of your estate's value. So if you have a $2 million estate spread across multiple states, you could be looking at $60,000 to $140,000 in unnecessary costs. Now, if you're a Florida resident or thinking about becoming one, you're going to want to pay attention to this next part because it could save you even more money. Florida has stricter signing requirements than most states. Your Minnesota will might not meet Florida's higher standards. Plus, Florida offers incredible homestead protection, but only if your trust includes the specific legal language required to maintain that protection. And here's a bonus. Properly drafted Florida documents help establish your Florida residency, which can save you thousands in state income taxes if you're moving from a high-tax state like Minnesota. But even as a Florida resident, you're not off the hook for taxes in other states. Minnesota, for example, will tax your estate on any Minnesota property if your total estate exceeds $3 million, even if you live in Florida full-time. Now look, I've seen this mistake destroy families financially. The widow who spent 18 months in 3 different courts, the retirees who lost their homestead protection because of outdated documents, the family that watched $90,000 disappear to probate costs that were completely preventable. So if you own assets in multiple states, every day you wait is a day your family remains at risk. So here's what you need to do right now. First, make a list of every asset you own outside your home state, real estate, bank accounts, investments, everything. Second, multiply that total value by 3%. That's roughly what probate will cost your family in each state. Third, if you're spending time in Florida, figure out if establishing Florida residency makes sense for your tax situation. And if you'd like to discover more about how to establish residency in Florida, Grab your copy of my book, The Florida Snowbird Guide, a fast and friendly legal guide for Florida relocation and snowbirds. It's packed with practical tips, secrets, and little known strategies to help you establish residency. It's available on Amazon. However, you can download a digital copy for free from my website by clicking the link in the description below. Fourth, and this is the most important one, meet with an attorney who understands multi-state planning and can create a trust-based plan that protects your assets in every state. Don't let your family become another probate horror story. Your multi-state assets don't need multiple wills, they need sophisticated planning. Hi, I'm Chuck Roulette, and I help families in Minnesota and Florida protect their multi-state assets the right way. If this video opened your eyes to risks you didn't know existed, hit the like button and subscribe for more estate planning insights that could save your family a fortune. If you would like to discover more, join us in my upcoming Masterclass, where I'm going to be revealing strategies I use with my private clients and their families to help them avoid probate, save on taxes, protect the money they leave for their kids in the event they get divorced, and much more. And you can sign up by clicking the link in the description below. And if you're ready to protect your assets the right way and would like to discover more or schedule a consultation to discuss your own planning, visit our website at roulettelaw.com. Don't wait until it's too late. I hope you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video on the Masterclass. Be well.